So hey guys, should you buy in suburbs or cities? You know, so it's a really good question actually, because I think one of the key things here, and the answer to this is quite simply, it's about fundamentals. Okay, so you know, in fact, all investment should start with fundamentals. I mean, I think far too often we start with what's called opportunity, all right, or the deal. Okay, the salesmanship. You know, there's so many times when, you know, we go after, when we have a salesperson who pitches as the best deal in property. And actually, you need to filter that out. You need to get rid of all that BS, okay, and hype. And what you really need to focus on is actually the fundamentals. So the shop skills, transferring to major employers, major investment. And I know you'll, you know, get bored of me saying that, but hopefully if it drums into you and you can build a framework for investment around fundamentals, you will be a much, much better investor a lot sooner. You'll have a lot less issues, okay? Now, so coming back to the question, suburbs or cities? I mean, look, for me, there's one thing about cities is you've got the best fundamentals in the cities. Normally, it's the cities, the fundamentals then ripple out from there, okay? So the question then becomes one, if that's got the best fundamentals, why would you go anywhere else, okay? And, you know, to a large degree, there's actually a good case these days to say, you know what, that's exactly right. Why go anywhere else but the cities, all right? Now, I'm not talking about living, okay? Because personally, you know, do I like living in the city? Yeah, it's okay, but you know what, I prefer a bit of space, you know, and that's just me. I've always preferred a bit more space. So, you know, where would I buy my home? I'd probably get it in the suburbs. Get a bit of acreage, get a bit of space to run around in, you know, but then I might have my city landing pad as well. So, you know, I've got that sort of the functionality. But realistically, if we come back to investment, I think your cities have the best fundamentals. They ripple out along that. So then it becomes, you know, which is the best fundamentals for the best price, okay? Because one of the things you've got to look at too is if you've got the price, you know, you're getting a cheap price for the best fundamentals, fantastic. But the other side of it is that if you look at the market and the city that you're looking to invest in has grown considerably, okay, you may find that right now you're going to buy it at the top of the market and there may be some drop-off or there may be a limited growth for a period. Over a long period of time, it's not really going to worry you. But what you'll find is that if you invest in an area that has good fundamentals and you make sure that, now that's the basis, then you add things like, where's the cycle in the market? So is it the top of the market? Is it the bottom of the market? Is it, you know, prices sitting flat? Are they about to take off? You start adding those things into your investment after, okay? So you start off with the fundamentals. Once it ticks that box, then you can look to the next step, which is about what the market's doing and that sort of thing. Because that really will give you a better idea or a more certain you know, of making money and finding the best areas. But look, for me, you know, cities are attracting and they're the easiest to attract the investment, and that investment is what changes the fundamentals, okay? And that change in fundamentals is what gets you the easiest capital growth on your property. So, you know, as an investor, fantastic. Plus, you know, rental yields, things like that. But you've also got to look at things like in cities, there may be thousands of flats going up, and if there's thousands of flats going up, you know, is that going to affect your rental yield? So all these aspects you have to put, and what I generally do is I work in a methodical framework. And obviously, if you want to know what that is, then just, you know, speak to my team, jump on, you know, and explore, watch more of my videos, and you'll start to get a real sense for, you know, I'm very much a numbers investor. I stick to a framework, and I use that framework the same every single time. So you'll find all my due diligence documents are the same every single time. Why? Because it's a repeatable pattern. And that's what you'll find. Successful investors have a repeatable framework or repeatable pattern. So that should give you a bit of an idea. It's not about whether it's cities or suburbs. It's about a whole host of other things, but make sure you get those fundamentals in. All right, guys, have a great day. Live with passion. And remember, subscribe and comment.